Head Boys and Goals event. You wanted to see me, Professor? I wanted to speak with you about your future. Do you mean what would I like to be when I grow up? Let's begin with who you would like to be in your 7th year. Is the most important to you as you approach your last year at Hogwarts? What's most important is keeping Hogwarts safe. There's always a new coast to break. Tireless protector, though. There are safer ways to contribute. Becoming the head boy or head girl of one's class, for instance, is an opportunity to contribute. Yes, I know. It was one of the first things he told me when I met him in Diagon Alley. He wanted to know what I thought he should wear. A type of student who was on his way to becoming the head boy one day. A cool hat. Warren was quite excited about that. You were a true friend to Warren. You share many qualities of Warren's befitting a head boy. Perhaps more information about what is to be expected of a head boy would be of interest to you. So you can see there is much for me to consider when choosing head boy and head girl. That doesn't mean it can't be your dream. Warren would understand I might want the same role that he wanted. Well, I could just do it to honor him. I see great potential in you. You are capable of proving yourself ready. You're giving me much to think about. Perhaps the answers are in the stars. I'm due to study at the Astronomy Tower. What about the stars did Professor Sinistra want us to observe? I'm distracted by all the twinkling. What is it then? Dumbledore's considering who will be the head boy and head girl. Who will be head boy and head girl? What do you know of it? Shouldn't you be studying stars? Everyone, listen, everyone. Dumbledore's picking our head girl and head boy, and Dan will tell us all about it. All I know is that I want Dumbledore to pick me. Why even talk about Kahana as head boy? Warren is out of the running. We are already avenging Warren's death. I can't get it out of my head. Watching Warren die, I still think about Warren every single day. When do I get to think about me again? You make a fair point. Dumbledore told us that there are no Warren feelings, that everyone grieves differently. Now I'm sad about Warren all over again. Me neither. I need to get some sleep. It must be hard to be considered for the role you know Warren wanted. Perhaps we should all get some sleep. Sometimes things seem clearer when you wake up. Dumbledore said I need to prove myself to become a head boy. Would know exactly what I should do. Perhaps Penny was right. I should sleep on it. I'm rather tired. Exactly what you should do. Warren? Now someone's joking. I do look like me, don't I? You asked me if we don't have ghosts all over Hogwarts. No, this isn't happening. This can't be real. I prove it. Stay right where you are. Lumos. Someone's playing a nasty trick. The first spell we learned in our very first charms class. What did you think eliminating me would do to me? Well, let me see that you are not here, but you are still here. Never left you, I'm always with you. I'm just not at Hogwarts anymore. Know all of it now. I know why you were in the force. I know you were following me to protect me. What happened? I'm so sorry. Charlie, Penny told me. I never got to thank you. What I did was my own choice. We all make choices. I know after you died, I was trying to remember our last time together. You had wanted to come with me to the train station. 10 past 10, casting Reckless Semper until our bellies hurt. That was supposed to be special, but it was. I keep thinking, what if I decide you shouldn't join me that day? That's just how choices work. Imagine how dull life would be if all was decided for you. That's why you are here now. Did your choices leave you stuck? Do you need my help to move on? What do you mean? Let me explain. So you think proving myself ready to become head boy will help me get over your death? Perhaps not over it, but through it. You need to get through this, chasing your dream. You told Dumbledore I'd understand if you want the same dream, and I do. I want this for you. You know what I told Dumbledore? You really are always with me. You will always be my best friend. You will always be the one I could be my weird self with. I wish I had more always sins ahead of me, but all I have left are nevers. I can never be the youngest professor at Hogwarts. I can never be head boy. I can never go home to the tree farm. Never read my favorite book. Never jump in puddles near and splash. But that's what makes the always sin so special. If you become head boy, it is an honor and experience you will always have. Your name will always be in Hogwarts trophies rooms. You'd be doing it for you. But I expect you to be head boy, so I never thought about how to prove myself as one. To move forward, you must first look back. I know you can do it. Good luck. I've never left you. I'm always with you. How's that possible? What do you mean? Why put time limits? That is one thing that I don't like about events, is that you have a time limit, but yet they make you wait for the next mission. Thank you for meeting me here. You know the force is better than most. Because this is where everyone died. How do you feel about being here right now? It's my first time back. I'm entirely focused on our mission. You'll have my complete focus as well. So exactly what is it that we are doing here? We are searching. But for what? We'll know it when we find it. We are friends. You are a keeper of my secrets, and you can tell me anything. Let's talk about it as we take a look around. If Warren left a clue here, it's not an obvious one. We have torn up nothing. We have discovered we mates beyond the one path. That's something. So tell me more about this message you got from Warren about how to become head boy. I think it's so lovely that Warren visited you. It's so lovely that if what you experienced brought you comfort or helped you in your healing, for far stranger things have happened at Hogwarts. Talbot. It's like you move without a sound. Stealthy like that? What's going on? We are searching for what? It's a long story. I suppose I'll need as much help as I can get to figure out Warren's message. More like Warren delivered a message recently. It's got to do with me moving on and proving myself to be a good choice for head boy. Was to move forward, you must first look back. And so we came here to look back at where Warren died, and I just told you it's the place where Warren died. If it were me, I'd look back on how Warren lived. I don't know about that, but at least looking back on how Warren lived will be less grim. I know, Diagon Alley. You've got something important to tell you. Do you think I've got a flat face? What? Have I got a flat face? No, your face is fine. I thought so. The Weasley twins called me flat face. Ran by, shouted it, kept warning. I suppose if you're going to call anyone such a name, you ought to make a quick exit. Besides, my face now is better than my first year face, which was almost always stuck like this. Remember those days? I'd never want to go back and relive our first years at Hogwarts. So what is it you wanted me about? We'll live in our first years at Hogwarts. It's for Warren, man. As a ghost at Hogwarts, no one else has seen Warren. I would think I'd be the Warren's first stop. Warren was killed by Wickpick, saved my life. When Warren shows up, it's to help you become head boy. It's weird enough to be a Warren idea, isn't it? To help me move on, Warren said, to move forward, you must look back. That's what I need to figure out. By looking back at Warren's life at Hogwarts, Warren was on a path to becoming head boy. Perhaps I can follow that path. That's why we are staying in the first place. I met Warren. On the first day, we got supplies for Hogwarts. You and I were Warren's first friends. Perhaps so. Are you with me? The first time we met, Warren sent me to get school books at Flourish and Plots. Warren loved bookstores and libraries. You're literally following Warren's footsteps, starting from our first day at Hogwarts. Was on the path to becoming head boy. It's the path I have to get on now. Trying to become head boy. Who are you most doing it for? I'm doing this mostly for Warren. Fulfilling Warren's dream is a way I can honor our friend. If it helps me move on, it's all the better. I'd like to find a way to move on that doesn't require wrangling prefects. What are the books we'd need to collect if we were forced to use? Blue bindings, why, who knows, looking back I was scared of everything. We have both come a long way together. Should we try to collect these first year books now? We got the same books Warren would have got on the first day, but no clues. I noticed you gathering first year notebooks. For a project of mine, it has to do with learning how to become a proper head boy. I kept a reading list of the favorite books of every head boy and girl ever to attend. Perhaps it would help you with your project. Thank you. Of course, I'll go get the list for you. It's not a sign when a bookstore shopkeeper has a student reading list, but it's a list of favorite books for Hogwarts head boys and girls. Next, we'll follow Rowan's first day path to Ollivanders. What's gotten into you all of a sudden? I'm not like you. I don't want to look back or move on. I want to go back and save Rowan. We don't have a time tunnel, so there's no point. But we can't. So I need to talk to Rowan. I need to apologize. Why did Rowan appear to you and not me? But if we follow Rowan's guidance, it was Rowan's guidance for you, not me. It's you who wants to be head boy. Path is your path to follow. You're on your own at Ollivanders. I won't be on my own. Rowan said he never left me. He said he's always with me. Aspen wands are the best dueling wands. Rubbish oak wands are the best wands for dueling. Watcher, you can settle an argument. Which is the better dueling wand, Aspen or oak? What did you just say? Don't forget Rowan. Rowan is a treasured wand for dueling. Are you alright? No one gets this excited about wand. Not even the best dealer at Hogwarts. Rowan is why I'm here, Rowan, and you're talking about Rowan just as I arrive. Oh my god, this dude needs to chill out. Our friend Rowan possessed all the Rowan's qualities. I sent my owl with condolences to the Kahana family tree farm. You said Rowan is why you came to Ollivanders. I don't understand. To move forward, you must first look back. It's a long story, but Rowan was destined to be our head boy. Now I'm trying to follow Rowan's path to that destiny. We each got our wands to Ollivanders. You're going to chase Rowan's path through Hogwarts from your very first meeting. Have you got a better idea? Jump ahead to a bit of fun times. None taken. Tonks makes a good point. To follow Rowan's path directly would mean a lot of time in the library. Right, so look back to some fun first with Rowan. Our first trip to Hogsmeade together was fun. Perhaps I should try the 3 broomsticks. You could also try the King's Cross Station, since that was the last time seeing each other. My first trip to Hogsmeade is when I first truly met you, Andre. Perhaps it's a sign that you are here. I'm sort of doing an experiment today, looking back to move forward. Jay and I are just here talking fashion. We are here because Darkos wants to be our head boy next year. I didn't know you wanted to be head boy. I know what makes a good head boy. I've got some ideas too. Let's hear from all of you then. So you would want a head boy for our class that stands tall and well versed in the rules. And don't forget the prefect's bathroom. Find out what goes on in there. It's already a prefect and so already knows what goes on in there. I'd rather get those answers another time and get somebody being now. They'd come here for answers or clues at least. Does this have to do with that confusing bit you said? How you're looking back to move forward? Rowan was on the path to becoming our head boy. I was trying to follow that path, but it's hard to know if I have found the path. Warren and I took our first step to Hogsmeade together, but I have found no clues here, but perhaps here at the Three Broomsticks is the one place. We talked about how the Hogsmeade train station holds some meaning to you. That's what I'm talking about. Rowan visited me recently. It was about becoming head boy. You never did explain to me how you got a message. A ghost now, just hanging around Hogwarts. Are we all getting visits from Rowan? It was mostly Rowan urging me to try and become our head boy, but we did talk about the Hogsmeade train station. I should go to the train station. Who knows what will happen there? I said that. Will I ever come here without thinking of Rowan? Aberforth Dumbledore, what's gotten into you? Looks like you have seen a ghost. What's that you say? You don't look so glad about it. I'm quite glad to see you, now I have someone to talk to you. So what are you doing here, waiting for a train? No other reason to go to a train station? And you kids think I'm hard. I came here because I'm looking back to move forward. I'll explain. So you think your dead friend left me as a clue for you so you can become the next head boy? I'm here to look back on the last place I was with Rowan. And you're the only one here, so perhaps your destination is my clue. Where are you heading? I've got a goat I'm picking up from the next train. And it's none of your business. You must really like goats. Care to guess my Patronus? Of course it's a bloody goat. At least you've got common sense. I can cast a Patronus too. Then I suppose I should go. I'm not waiting for a train. You shouldn't have. You haven't asked for help. Too busy deciding if I'm a clue. I know looking back at your own past won't change it. You want to be a head boy. Look back to the past. Head boys and girls. See how they got there. Hogwarts is crawling with former head boys and head girls. My brother being one of them. Still haven't told him how much I want to be head boy. I'll go to him now. Thanks for returning fan. You can say he was chasing Fox, but only out of the spirited curiosity. What brings you here? I've been looking for the headmaster. It's about our talk about the possibility of me becoming head boy. But I want you to know how much I'd like you to consider me. I've loaned you a head boy at Hogwarts. I saw your brother at the train station. We got to talking. It's possible he was just trying to get me away to go away. I most certainly will. Preparation seemed to have been a part of your path to becoming head boy. You're off to a good start. You're a prefect, which gives you excellent experience. You might try speaking with Professor McGonagall as well. She was the head girl for your class. Thanks for returning, Fane too. I'll keep him on a tighter leash. Well then, Doctors, you heard Dumbledore. You're off to a good start. I haven't just started. I have been talking to lots of people about what it means to be a head boy. Did you say you talked to Owen? I have not told all those people that it's how I got the message, but Owen wants me to become head boy. In the courtyard, no one else has seen Owen yet, but I'm not sure how it all works. I can't get into it now. I need to stay on the path. Owen said, look back to move forward. So if I want to become a head boy, I ought to follow Dumbledore's advice and find Professor McGonagall. Abacadabra, abacadabra. It's not working. Let me check the Muggle Fairy book we found at Flourish and Plots. Now, what's going on here? I'm supervising Miss Karasu and Miss Ali as they attempt to invent a new transfiguration spell. She wants to make sure I don't break anything in her classroom. We are trying to transfigure a toad into a prince. Prince Dennis of Hogwarts, what do you think? I think that's a brilliant idea. It sounds rather familiar. You have to kiss it, though. Dreadful. We are using magic instead. I hope your spell works. Just imagine taking classes with Prince Dennis. Which I do hope is not for very long. I see, this is an excellent aspiration. And he suggests that I speak with you if your interest is looking back to the paths of the path. You must look further than he and I, rather than a transfiguration lesson. Let's have a history lesson. You can see through Hogwarts history that while head boys and girls may share some commonalities, the path reflects their own unique individualities. So we haven't got Prince Dennis or Toad Dennis. Tulip thinks Dennis doesn't want to be a prince after all. I better go and have a look. And I overheard you and Professor McGonagall talking. And Professor McGonagall, past had boys and girls, but yes, why are you looking so distantly into the past? Bill was head boy of his class? Yes, I'll find Bill next. Well, Bill's still in the class right now. I'll be back again. Oh no, he's still okay. He is out. I'll be back again. We just missed you as all. How come have you come to see me off? I wanted to ask you about your experiences as head boy. I wonder if he's considering all of us prefects. I know everything about how to be a proper head boy, then let's hear it from you, Weasley's brother. Who knew the Weasley brothers would have so many opinions about becoming head boy? I think Doctors was just having a laugh. I want to know which of us Weasleys thinks Doctors thinks would be the best head boy. Out of all of you, Fred and George don't seem to be interested. Out of Bill, Charlie, and me, which Weasley makes the best head boy? And Bill is the only one who has already been a head boy. I have to choose Bill. I'll ask again one day after Dumbledore picks me for the head boy in my class. I'll tell you what I do remember though about being head boy. Taking charge of the prefects was trickier than I expected. And I'm a prefect too, that's right, and I think prefects are brilliant. but still students who want to have fun at Hogwarts manage in all of those personalities at times. When we will needed for our duties, it could be a challenge. Especially lately, with Peeves up to mischief again. There's been splashing in the tub, running faucets, and loos overflowing at peak bathroom times. I needed to prove myself ready to be head boy. Perhaps restoring order to the prefect's bathroom is my chance. I need energy, not no book. What did Peeves do this time? It seems Fog spawned soap in the tub, at least I remember it well. Worst bath ever. I'll set things right, I'll restore order to the spa. Now it's all done. You used to be fun. I'm still fun. I'm just practicing to become head boy. And will as you believe, now Peeves will leave. You ran off, Peeves. We got every prefect out safely. Vanished every fog with the vanishing spell, except for this last one. What do you want to do with the last fog? This fog needs to disappear. Evencio. Nicely done. I'm no big fan of fog since my bathtub incident, but I thought you may have decided to spare the little fog. Why? It's not even like it's a lot, like actually alive. Rowan wouldn't have stopped until the task was completely done. I'm trying to follow what I imagine Rowan would do. Rowan has sort of been guiding me lately. Rowan appeared to me one night in the courtyard to inspire me to become head boy. Then Rowan is a ghost. I didn't know a ghost did that sort of thing. That's because ghosts don't do that sort of thing. I didn't realize you were here. I'm always here. I just stay out of Peeves' way. It was probably just a dream. It was quite real. There were fogs everywhere. I'm not talking about Peeves' mischief. I'm talking about Darkhorse's ghostly visitor. You were in the courtyard at night. Were you sleepy? Did Rowan look to you like I do, or look like any other ghosts at Hogwarts? Did Rowan tell you anything you didn't already know? We are not magical messengers, that's all I'm saying. And what are you saying? What do ghosts do? How do ghosts come to be? Duncan could be right about Rowan. Was it all a dream? And am I on this path to becoming head boy because of something I dreamed while fast asleep? Then going to a professor who is a ghost would be a good start. Certainly. Events shouldn't have you shouldn't have to wait a certain amount of time if there's already a time limit on it. Unless you are still teaching Ismelda. It appears Miss Moak decided to stay in rest her eyes after class. About the history of ghosts, we could be here for some time. You can just teach me about how one becomes and exists as a ghost. Let's begin. So you're saying ghosts choose their existence, they choose not to move on. Every ghost you met here is merely an imprint of a soul, suspended in a half-existence, often held back by the fear of what's next, is an extension And is it that an existence one would choose, one that died previously? I was wondering if being a ghost is something one Kahana would have chosen. Is being a ghost something you would choose? No, it's not an existence I'd want for myself, though I wouldn't judge any professor, any wizard, for becoming a ghost. Can I ask what made you? Is fear what why you here, Professor Binns? Thank you, Professor Binns. I just don't know what to believe anymore, but I do know where to go next. To Haggard. I'm glad you have come to see me. I made you some more cakes. Perhaps just a small bite. So gritty. I remember how much you liked Miwok cakes the last time you had them. You inspired me to try to keep improving them. I wanted to do something to cheer you up. You were talking about seeing Warren. Last we spoke, thought you might be back. You were awfully quiet when I told you about Warren's visit. Finally, I have learned a lot since we last spoke. The more I learn, the less I know what to believe. This started with a talk about Warren's dream. Thought this started with Dumbledore seeing your potential to be head boy. Warren to go visit me just because I had been talking about Warren. All those things I've learned about ghosts must be things you already knew. Doesn't matter, it's what you believe. So do you want to believe Warren was a ghost or a dream? In my heart, I want to believe it was all a dream. I want to believe Warren moved on without fear or regret. I was sleepy and I was thinking about being head boy. But you got more than guidance. Bet you got some comfort too. I don't need a ghost or a dream to know that you shouldn't either. Just looking back to all the times Warren was there for you, supported you, cheered you on. I suppose that's one way to look at it. It's what put me on Warren's path to becoming head boy. Then whose path am I on? Grief's path. Mila and I talked about grief that night. I thought she made a fair point. And what she said was tired of grieving for Warren and wanted to be herself again. Yes, Warren. I just realized it stirred me to nearly every friend I've ever made at Hogwarts, from my talk with Dumbledore, Penny, Mila, Barnaby, and Liz, to Chiara, Talbot, to Ben, Tonks, and Diego, Andre J, Tulipa D, then Weasley's brothers, even Esmeralda. Sometimes we talked about Warren, sometimes we talked about what it would mean to be head boy. And I bet all those friends believe in you. I suppose I should stop believing in me too. I need to go back to the courtyard. Alright, Warren, I want to believe you came to me in a dream, but if you are a ghost, use your chance to show up. Perhaps I should just say what I've got. I believe that I can move on. I must move on. I suppose it was foolish coming here. Warren's hat. I don't understand, was it here this whole time? Did Warren's ghost leave this for me, or did I tell Dumbledore about Warren's hat? It's been Fawkes? Fawkes, perhaps I should go see Dumbledore. Good evening. Thank you for seeing me, Professor Dumbledore. I'm pleased you made the request. Doesn't matter, I need to discuss with you as well. It is about time. It is about who will be Hogwarts' next head boy. And so, while I cannot name the next head boy and head girl, to expect an owl to deliver a very special letter to you before your 7th year. I will be the next head boy. Congratulations. Be proud. Rowan Kahana would be proud of you. I've been trying to prove myself, but I thought perhaps I had not done enough. You have achieved a great thing since we full spoke about your potential. Do you mean how I saved the prefect's bathroom? Nothing else changed? What has changed is your belief in yourself. Thank you, Professor. I must say it's a rather cool hat you're wearing. That is what I wanted you to see you about. It belonged to Rowan. I found in the courtyard. It's a nice remembrance of Rowan for you to always have moving forward. Moving forward is exactly what I'm doing. I'm ready now. Hey, Fox. Nice little event.